Hi, so I'm here with Charlene. We've just witnessed Arsenal just outclass the MLS All-Stars over in Washington. Your thoughts, Charlene?
Do you know what? It is a great start to the preseason game. Do you know what? MLS actually started really well. So I was expecting a bit more from them. I thought it was going to be a bit more of a challenge for us. But I mean, the scoreline reflects it all. Great 5-0 win from Arsenal.
That kind of leads me into the question I was going to ask you. Do you think that, given how easy it was, because let's face it, it was an easy win, were you somewhat disappointed that they weren't tested a little more? Or are you just happy to see us roll them over 5-0 regardless?
I guess you want that competitiveness because it's a nice way to sort of get you geared up and get you ready for the season, as well as we've got, Manchester United and Barcelona coming up as well. They did start, with a bit more of a fierce attack against us. But yeah, it's always good to have that competitiveness. But, it's always nice to end the game with a nice, healthy scoreline as well.
Goals by Jesus after 5 minutes, Trossard, Jorginho, Havertz, Martinelli. Any of the goals that particularly took your eye?
Do you know what? The first two goals were amazing from Jesus and Trossard, two great goals. And that is the type of goals that I like to see us. Not always trying to walk the ball into the box and finish off there. Let's try something different. And that's what I want to see going into the new season as well. Trying something different so we're not too predictable with our end product. It was great to see Kai Havertz get a goal as well. I was actually really happy for him because obviously, him being a new sign and everything, the expectations there from the Arsenal fans, what are you going to bring? So I know it's pre-season, but great to see him get on the scoreline.
Yeah, he took his goal really well. Man of the match. I know it's a little bit of a difficult question because obviously a lot of the players weren't on for very long and pretty much everyone played well. But if I had to press you as to your man of the match, who would you say?
Do you know, it was quite hard to quite think of a man of the match. But I'm going to give it to Gabriel Jesus. It was great to see him get on the scoreline and great goal, good performance from him. He did have another chance that he could have finished off as well, but it was great to see him score. So Gabriel Jesus for me.
Yeah, it was a very excellent goal. And he had a few other nice touches, captained the team as well, which was nice for him. So yeah, I wouldn't argue with that at all. Got a little look at some of the other players. Havertz we spoke about, Timber, Declan Rice, of course. How did they look to you? They
looked really well. I won't lie. I did have little moments on the watch along where I fell asleep. But from what I saw, they looked really good. Great signings, great new additions to the team. And I'm so excited to see what they bring next season. Declan Rice just looks like he's been playing with us forever. He's really settled in really well. So I'm really excited.
So it's all positive. Any negatives at all? I mean, I obviously hosted the watch along. I saw in the comments, I couldn't help but see, but it would appear that Fabio Vieira was getting dug out a little bit. Was there any negatives or are you just 100% happy with everything you saw?
Do you know, I do feel for Fabio Vieira because even last season he was getting a bit of, negative comments, which is a bit unfair. I mean, there is work to be done, but there is definitely a good player there. I think once he builds up a bit more strength and he's a bit more physical, we're going to see a lot more from him. So there's nothing negative or, adverse that comes from my perspective. I was happy with the game. It was a great friendly and, hopefully fans can just sort of support our players a bit more rather than being quick to just jump on their backs. He's one of us and, he will get there. Look at Eddie Nketiah, for example. He's managed to build, physically, and I feel like Fabio Vieira will do the same.
Balogun looked quite good today, didn't he? He looked quite lively in that second half.
Yeah, Balogun looked really good as well. It was great to see him get some minutes, being a USA international as well. Also, he's been out on loan, so we've been wanting to know what he's going to bring as well. So yeah, great performance from Balogun.
So you seem pretty positive, as you always do, and great performance. Great win, and we move on to Man United at the weekend. Thank you very much, Charlene.
Bring on Man U, we ready.